Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, ladies and gentlemen, to Global Impromptu Speaking, session number 190th. Thank you so much for joining in today. We are 10 sessions away from our 200 sessions. Thank you so much for becoming a regular member of this Global Impromptu Speaking platform. Here we speak for at least 1 minute and maximum for 2 minutes in every single session. We make sure whosoever is available, whosoever is present, he would get a chance to speak, to improve themselves. Every session is recorded and uploaded on YouTube channel. You can watch at least your part where you have spoken, and you can learn how did you manage the topic and how would you be able to manage in next session. Today, our host, our topics master is our own respectable DTM Jessie D'Souza. Before I call her up on stage, please wait for your turn. She will be calling you up on stage upon your turn in the order of joining. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together to welcome DTM Jessie and start the session. Warm welcome, DTM Jessie. Please.
Thank you, DTM Amjad, and welcome to the Global Impromptu Speaking session. Let's get started. Anyone would like to take the timer's role, or we will time ourselves?
Maybe let's fly for free.
Okay.
Let's fly free.
All right. My first speaker would be Savita, as usual. Poor lady logs in first, or Sushant logged in first.
Yes, please.
Sushant, I'll take Sushant. Sushant.
Oh.
Sushant, today being Happy Onam today. Today being Onam, do you celebrate Onam, or what is the significance for you about Onam? If you know, I am not sure if you know the history of Onam.
Well, thank you, ma'am, for that topic. Okay, so happy Onam to everyone. Before I proceed, actually, to say Onam is something which we usually don't celebrate, but still who is the student left who does not like a holiday? We like celebrations not just because it's interesting, we have fun, but also it gives us a holiday. Everything is done for a reason. Why do we give holidays just for a celebration? Why can't we keep the school on the same day and do the celebration in the evening? Because everything takes time as well. Whatever we need to do, it takes time. But my question is, why is the student given leave for that? If a celebration is happening, it's going to be the parents who are going to do it. What's the role of the student in it? But still, it's an answer, it's a question which even the greatest scientists can't answer in the whole wide world. Still, it's given a leave. That's the reason why I think students celebrate Onam as a special festival. And not only Onam, every single festival. Because it does not create logic, but at the same time, it creates something very much special for every single human. Being in a 9th standard as a student, I feel that the leave is something very much special for us since we don't have that much time. Just 2 weeks ago, my exams got over. And no guesses? Yes. Right now, my exam is going on. It's going to start from Monday. So from 9th standard, we don't have that much time to prepare as well as to write exams. It just keeps on. We don't even have a complete week of break. We need to keep on practicing. Still, getting a leave like this is a really big opportunity for us. Anyways, I will celebrate Onam, not as a festival, but as a holiday. Thank you. Over to Jessie, ma'am.
Thank you, Sushant. Well said, and celebrate Happy Onam. My next speaker is Savita. Savita. Okay, easy topic, Savita, as usual.
Yes, please. Excuse me, I'm not able to open my video today.
No problem. Okay. Savita, this is the topic I'm giving you in first part to you, and the second part I will give it to Akib. Okay. The first part will be, I always find the keys to success. I always find the keys to success.
Okay. Thank you so much, DTM Jesse, and my greetings to everyone present here. Keys to success. First of all, our mind has to be clear that what is success for me and what are the means to attain that. What are the ways to get to that? Success for some people is achieving a particular level in profession. Success for another person is achieving some amount of wealth in his journey. Success for some people is doing some extraordinary thing. Everyone defines or everyone has their own success. And the means to attain are all different ways. For me, according to me, I feel success is there when you feel there is happiness in that, achieving that particular thing. Whether it is wealth, whether it is some goal, whether some position to achieve, or some relationship to be kept. The key to success is the main thing is your own intention. If you have your intentions clear and if you are focused to achieve that with that clear intention, focus, hard work, determination, then I think anything you can achieve in this world. Whether that your goal is towards wealth or achieving particular position or keeping any relationship. And ultimate goal to achieving all this is nothing but happiness. If you are not happy in achieving anything, means you are not successful. According to me, key to achieve any success is your first intention, determination, hard work, and then roads are open to you. Thank you. Back to you, DTM Jesse.
Thank you, Toastmaster Savita. Thank you so much. My next speaker is Akib. Little twisted, the same question, little twisted. I find the keys to success, but someone changes the lock. I find the keys to success, but somebody changes the lock. Akib.
Thanks, Jessie ma'am, for giving me this opportunity. I find the key to success, but someone changes the lock. Yes. So there has been moments in my own life wherein I work on something. I try to find out ways. I put all my effort. Like, so suppose there is a success, there is a parameter sets for me wherein someone says you have to get this much of mark or you have to get qualified for this exam. I prepare for it the whole year. I'll run behind it. I'll find out how to clear that exam. I find that by learning, by accumulating more knowledge, by doing a lot of practice, I can crack that exam. I do it. Once that exam is clear, I am selected. At one end, I have achieved that success as per the earlier parameter. Then my family comes and says, this was the first step. Next step is you have to find a best college. And then again, I start chasing around the next success, finding out the keys, how I'll get the next job or the college. Again, I apply for multiple job applications. I go there, I do the interview. And after getting a lot of rejection, I find out keys. What are the keys? Again, the knowledge, perseverance, all the works. So all those keys you put in, and then you are able to qualify and crack that job interview. That is done. Now, when again you meet up with your family, they have different expectation. It has changed. Now Earlier you were here, now it is there. So success key is changed. That lock itself is changed. Now family is looking forward for me to get married, or they might want me to do some other job, or they are looking at me to have a new house built upon. So that again I have to look all those parameters, how to buy a new house. So this much of amount is required. This is what 30 lakhs, 40 lakhs, 1 crore value has to be, that wealth has to be accumulated. Again, I find out the keys, how I can do that. Not by one income which I have to go for 2, 3 more sources of income. Then I run behind, I do investment, I look for part-time jobs. Again, get those resources, I found the key. And when I reach there, there is another expectation waiting for me. So that's about the topic. That's about the topic, ma'am. Over to you.
Thank you so much. You cracked it well. Also, there are obstacles also. The obstacles also becomes a lock for you. Yeah, thanks. Next speaker is Sherman.
Yes,
Sherman,
madam. Yes.
if the average human lifespan was 40 years, how would you live your life? If the average lifespan is 40 years or was 40 years, how would you live your life?
Madam Table Topic Master and Global Interference. And I must tell you, I have already passed 40 years. Anyway, I was to 40 years. Actually, we all these people have come to this world for a short period. Within this short period, you have to achieve a lot of things. You have to, or as what do you call this? You have to study well, and you have to earn well, and you have to have your children upbringing, and also you have to have a legacy, everything. So without wasting your time and take the maximum out of use of your time, and you can do all these things. Now, looking at this situation, the pandemic outbreak, the people who got infected within less than 30 years, also the people died. Some maybe have situation, you can't expect the lifespan up to 60, 70 years or 80 years. So within that period, if you can achieve all these things, you will be a successful person, I can say. So for that, actually, without wasting your time and having all the resources and achieving with whatever the resources you have or talents, you can achieve it. So over to you, Madam Table Topic Master.
Thank you, Sherman. Thank you so much. Next speaker is Dinisha. Dinisha? Dinisha, for you, yes, Dinisha. Dinisha, for you is, what life lesson did you learn the hard way? What life lesson you learned the hard way?
Thank you for the topic. Good evening to you all Global Impromptu family members. Life lessons. There are many lessons I have learned. Some are by the guidance from other stories, and many things I have learned in hard way. There are so many things that even though the other people says, especially our parents and the elders, sometimes advise us, but we don't realize the truth of it. So what we do not want to make very take it those advice in the same way, and we take all this very easy. But once we have to face something, we will realize the truth of it. If I were, as an example, But I was from my from year 5, I started schooling, but on that day I was far away from my home. So I stayed with my grandmas and then hostels and boarding houses. So what my father told me as a basic, you should not trust anybody, including your father and mother. This is told by my father. I do not wanted to trust it because I always trust my father, but I did not get the meaning. So many times when I was somewhere, so we will say everything to others. So what happens in the finally? They take the things which are told by us and they use them as weapons to face for some situations. So I think uh, because of that, I had many, um, I was many, what we call, the yes, my faith for those people have broken, and I realized that in the hard way. And after all, I believe and trust only my Father and no anybody else. Yes, we learn many things in the hard way, and then only you realize the weight of that. Thank you for the topic, Madam.
Thank you, Dinisha. The next speaker is Arshad. Arshad, are you ready?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes,
Can you hear me?
Arshad, your topic is Arshad. The world makes way for those who know where are they going. The world makes way to those who know where they are going or where they are going. Over to you, Arshad.
The world is indeed a confused place as of today. You just open CNN, BBC, or any other local TV channel in all your respective countries, you will see mixed news and you will wonder whether to believe or what to do on that basis. A few days ago, we were celebrating Olympics, and currently, people are speaking of political changes and geographical concerns that have taken part in different places in the world. But if you remember and if you know, the biggest concern of the globe is the COVID-19 virus. Now, if you remember, COVID-19 has impacted all of us in this Zoom platform, and that is an opportunity for all of us to connect and improve. Now, if I am to ask you, because this is my first time that I'm speaking here, did we have such a platform 2 years ago? I believe not. We would not have had an opportunity like this to connect. So COVID gave this opportunity for all of us. Back in the days, 2 years ago, when I was a club president, to be precise, 3 years ago, at a club in District 82, Sri Lanka, to conduct joint meetings, we would travel kilometers and kilometers. But now, to do meetings, we go to different parts of the world just through Zoom or Microsoft Teams or Google Meet. That is the opportunity that you get through whatever the pandemic. My mom used to say, you need to be that person to make use of everything, and that skill is very important for a gent or a lady. With COVID, I believe that some of us are indeed challenged with going out of the box, but it also has given opportunity. Especially the online industry has boomed, digital marketing has got better. Now, as a person who comes from the advertising and marketing field, I've seen the opportunity that we've made. Immunity boosters, which were never looked in the ingredient list, are given more prominence. So you need to know whatever the situation that is. Now in Sri Lanka, all my colleagues, I see about 4 to 5 colleagues from Sri Lanka. We just got an announcement a couple of hours ago saying that it's a lockdown here for the next 10 days. So people need to know how to handle situations. It's a lockdown or it's a normal situation. We need to know to live with it, to face it. And I believe that skill is something that we all need to have, because whatever the situation in the world is, we need to be responsible for ourselves. Therefore, the world, whatever that happens in the world, we would know how to save accordingly. Over to you, Table Topics Master.
Thank you, Arshad. Thank you. You're a very confident speaker. My next speaker is Deepa Sampath. Deepa? Deepa,
Yes,
your
Steffi, ma'am.
topic is, if not now, then when? If not now, then when? Deepa.
Tomorrow never comes. Tomorrow is always tomorrow. Do you realize that? When you say anytime that I'm going to do this task tomorrow, most likely you're going to be procrastinating for a very long time. How many of you here are guilty of being serial procrastinators? And do you want to get rid of that habit called procrastination? Do you know why those people who are good at not procrastinating get it done? Because they take their deadlines seriously and they have their goals set out in detail and they fear the outcomes. They really believe that if they don't go with the set task for the day, that there's something scary going to happen. So that's the secret to most of those who adhere to sticking to those goals and tasks for every day. And we might not be very good at that, but we can learn from it. Setting details. And you know what? I had been, if anybody here knows Chetan Bhagat, I'd been to a seminar of his. And he said an interesting thing. He was studying for his IIT exam, and he said there was a point in time where he procrastinated for a month, and then he never felt like coming back. But then the trick is not to give up and come back to the place you're going to reach the place you want. So if not now, then when? It is now, and you have to do it. And if you do procrastinate a little bit, then get back. Don't worry, you're not far away. Get back and complete the task. Mr. Topics Master.
Excellent, Deepa. You hit it. Very well said. My next speaker is Kumudu. Samriddhi, are you there? Samriddhi? Kumudu?
Hi.
Would you like to take a topic?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, Kumudu,
Like.
your topic is, what is something you know you do differently than most other people? What is something you know you do differently than other people? Something that stands out as a unique to you.
Thank you, Topic Master. So something I think that every people, they are unique. Not only me, not only our Topic Master. Everyone unique. They have the unique thing to identify. So we should observe that. We should be identify that. In myself, I think I would like to help each other in every moment if I can. Even it can be even a smile. The zero cost smile is zero cost. Why we can't, as a human, the most valuable the weapon we can, that is the smile. So I think that smile can make someone's life, someone's day or entire life then identify that unique thing that everyone has, and we can do the invaluable thing to someone, life, or the entire society. Over to you, topic master.
Thank you, Kumudru. Thank you. Well said. Samriddhi, will you take, or you'll take the topic? Today is your, I can't hear you, Samriddhi. No, I think your system has some issue. Can't hear. Don't seem to have, you seem to have unmuted, but we cannot hear.
Try to remute and unmute once again, Samriddhi. No, we cannot hear you. I think you should rejoin.
Babu Gupta, are you there?
Yes, distinguished Toastmasters.
Yes,
Thanks
Babu.
for identifying. Yeah.
Babu, your topic, Babu. What is the most desirable trait you wish to possess? What's the most desirable trait? Trait is something, a skill or that you wish to possess.
The
And
trait
that's why.
and the skill that we human beings must possess is the art of let going things. If we are stuck at one thing and we do not move from that thing and we are static, then the world around us will keep moving, but we will not move along with the rest of the world. Anything in life, if you have any type of argument with someone, you must not stick to that, because the argument is there. But if you are in the argument, after the argument is over, then you are preventing yourself from doing anything else. Human life is consist of various types of activities. Do not keep your life to just one activity, and it is only possible when your mind is letting go the thing that has happened with you. I want to develop this trait, that how quickly I can let go things, especially the things that I do not like. I want to get over those things quickly so that I can again recollect myself and maintain the calm and peace within me so that I can develop myself in life. This trait and this skill, I always try to find in others and try to inculcate within myself, that how I can let go and leave the things that I do not need to think about when I am doing something, because this unmindfulness is causing harm to me as a human being in whole. Thank you, and back to you, table topic master.
Thank you, Babu Gupta. Samriddhi, your topic.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, now well, very well.
Thank you.
Samriddhi, easy topic. What are your talents and how do you use them? What are your talents and how do you use them?
Okay, thank you, Table Topic Master, also for taking my place because I was not available today. I'm really sorry for the last minute change, but okay, and now I'll speak. Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, Global Toastmaster family. My topic is, what are my talents and how do I use them? Honestly speaking, I'm more of a jack of all trades and master of none person because I love doing a lot of things. I have a lot of hobbies, but I haven't quite figured out one that I'm very good at.
most people have that one hobby that they also always like to show off, and I don't have, because I have just a number of hobbies that I love to do, but none of them I'm actually really good at. Although I will say I'm above average or average at most of my hobbies. But swimming is something that I think I'm like better. Like out of all my hobbies, I think I'm good at. I'm the best at swimming, and that's not only because I know one type of swimming. I know like 5 types of swimmings, and I think that's a really cool thing. Even though I'm not really able to use that in my daily life as much, but I do really love swimming. It really helps me take my mind off of things. And I think it's a skill that a lot of people should have, because it's a important life skill, I would say. And yeah, I think that I am a jack of all trades, master of none person, but it's good that I have the life skills that a person needs to have. Thank you, and over to you.
Thank you, Samriddhi. Thank you so much. You spoke very well. I finished. Everybody, DTM Amjad?
Yes, DTM Jesse, I'm here.
Yes,
Is it my turn?
I think it's your turn.
I'm ready.
This is one, this thing. I am a leader and not a follower. I am a leader and not a follower. Your take on that?
Thank you so much, DTM Jesse. Madam Topics Master. I am a leader, not a follower. I don't know whether I should say yes to this quote, but yes, I'm not a follower at least. The second part, I would agree 100%, and the first part, I would leave it on you. I would not say for myself, I'm a leader, but I'm trying my best. Best to my abilities, to my core, and considering my circumstances and my resources. I'm giving my best. Always I tell people and imply in my life that do your best wherever you are, and you are a leader, and you are inspiring people around you with your actions. If I tell you, DTM Jesse, do this, or other respective members, please do this, I don't think you will do that after listening to me. But if you see me doing that, definitely you will give a shot once. And if you enjoy that, you will continue doing that one. That is called leadership. I have to show you by my actions. But one thing is dead sure, I'm not a follower. I respect people's struggle, their intentions, their deliberations, but I don't follow them. I'm very lucky and blessed that I understood I'm a unique person. If I try to follow somebody, I won't be able to achieve at all in my life, for my entire life, but I would just simply waste it. So I have to be myself. I have to give my shot. I know there are people out there who are going to love me. There are people who are going to like me. There are people who are going to hate me for no reasons. Loving, liking, and hating, everything will come with no reason one point in time. But for that, my deliberation, my consistency, my hard work, my intention has to be there. That's what I'm trying my best. I learned a lot from Toastmasters, but I do not follow anybody. I respect them because they came first and I came later. And there are people coming after me. I don't want them to follow me as well. They have to find their own niche, their own style, their own uniqueness. That's where we learn communication style and leadership style. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm neither a follower nor a leader, but I'm a unique person. I do my best, give my shot, and leave the rest. Choice is yours. You love it or you hate it. It's your perspective. If it's going to be in your favor, you are going to love it without any doubt. If it's not in your favor, you will perhaps hate it. But if you are a neutral person, you will just leave it as it is. and give me a benefit of doubt. So I partially agree with the statement and partially leave it on you. Back to you.
DTM, I consider you're a leader. I saw you sweeping the building, the corridor one day. Do you remember? That was there on the Facebook.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. You set an example to others. Yes. Prashant.
Yeah, ma'am.
You must be the last one. Prashant, your topic is, if unity is strength, then why so many divisions? If unity is strength, then why so many divisions, or why divisions?
Yeah. Thank you, Jessie, ma'am, and greetings to all my global Indo friends. We talk about unity is a strength and why there is so much divisions. Yes, in our society, we are showing there are lots of differences between even with our neighborhood. Forgot about the religion, forgot about anything. Even in in our family members, there are nowadays a very different in this materialistic. This is my as per me. So in this materialistic age, nowadays people are so much selfish, so they don't think about anyone else. They have their inner self, what they want. That is the only thing we are doing in that direction. But there are some exception as well in our society. There are lots of people, even we know in the COVID times, lots of people selflessly keeping their life on risk and help the society, to just to fight against the COVID. So at the same time, but due to the materialistic age and due to inner self, nowadays I found that basically we are not too much taking care of our society, our neighborhood. That's it, Jessie ma'am. That's in my mind. Over to you.
Well attempted, well spoke, well explained. Thank you so much. All right, I think we can finish early today.
So just Viva is here. Actually, my one laptop got hang. Yeah. Viva is here. She is replacing me.
Okay.
Only in global impromptu.
Okay. Is this the first time, Mrs. Kumar?
No, this is, I have attempted many times. I have attempted.
Didn't she's Viva
Bharti. What is Prashant Kumar, Samriddhi and Viva are all one family?
One family.
Oh, I thought Prashant Kumar is quite different. Okay, this is the all. Oh, okay. Yeah, Viva, sorry. I was thinking this must be, and your surnames are quite different. Here is Viva Bharti, he is Kumar.
We have kept these different surnames to just make people or confuse, you can say.
It's Viva. Yeah, I know you very well. I know. Last time when I had same problem with Samriddhi also, I was wondering whether Samriddhi is your daughter. Anyway, you're taking a thing. Your topic is look before you leap. It's a quote. Look before you leap.
Thank you, topic master, and good evening, good morning, and good afternoon to all the Global Impromptu family members. Look before you leave is my topic. Look before you leave means whenever you think the society, the surrounding is not as per your choice, as per your need, as per your desire, you think that we should move ahead or we should transfer from this place or this area or this job. But the thing is, everything is hiding or everything is in you. You can adjust in any place. It's up to you. If if you think that you are not satisfied with these surroundings, this neighborhood, this place, then how can you will be satisfied in the other place where you, about which you don't know anything? So there are many people, they have different nature. Even they think that change is good. Yes, change is good, but its influence is different. It comes slowly. And if you want to change, it means that change is good, but it takes much time. So if I think that I have to leave this place or this job or this person or this anything, before that I should have thought that if I leave this, what will be happening? If I leave this person or thing, what next will be there? Who can give me the positive response or the negative one? So it's not a solution. Sometimes change is good, sometimes change is not that much good. So yes, I will be agree to some extent that leaving is good, transferring is good, but sometimes it is okay if you are on the place where you are already for a long time. And I have an example of my husband's friend. He is like he is in a different company now, but today he was talking to my husband that the company where I have come, like I have joined, it has many politics, office politics, and he was irritated about that office politics from this past company. So that office politics is not leaving him. So he is again trapping himself in the other office politics. So if he could have adjusted his mind, if he could have made the surrounding according to him or by different behavior, so he could not have to face the present situation. So leaving is not a solution. Looking up is also solution. Either it is present or it is future. Thank you. Over to you, Jessie ma'am.
Thank you, Vibha. Thank you so much. I think we can wind off. I think because of Onam, maybe we are less now in number today. Most of these people have celebrating our Onam maybe. We can close early.
Thank you so much, DTM Jesse. Who would like to give a topic to DTM Jesse? Anybody? Who would like to give a topic to DTM Jesse?
I would like to give a topic.
Yes.
Arshad
Okay.
Nizam. Yes, Arshad Nizam, no problem.
Okay, I have a quote for you by Dalai Lama. Let me just open it. Okay. Okay, this is your topic, DTM Jesse. Happiness is not something ready-made. It comes from your own actions. Happiness is not something ready-made. It comes from your own actions. DTM Jesse.
I truly agree. Happiness comes out of your own actions. You don't get anything ready-made. What do you get ready-made? First of all, nothing you get ready-made. Whether it is the happiness or sadness, joy, success, everything is your own preparation, your own cultivation. If you want to be happy in life, you need to figure out what makes you happy. Everybody can be happy. I think something, for me, happiness is doing something for other people. Amjad Ali, happiness is giving, leading people, giving out people, or you know, this platform is his happiness to show to people. Charity is happiness. It's all, whatever you do, without doing, that you don't get happiness. If some people, business endeavor or entrepreneurship may be happy, it's that gives them happiness. So they have to work for it. Nothing comes free. Everything has a cost and a sacrifice for it. Okay. There is no happiness you get anywhere. Probably even if you leave and go into the caves thinking that you will be happy, it will not make you happy perhaps. So my point is, happiness is your own making. You are the co-creator for happiness, also for the sadness that you bring to your life and to the lives of others. So whatever you make, it's your cooking. You have to either eat or will have to share it with the others. Your recipe for success, your recipe for disaster, your recipe for success or sadness. Everything is your making, and there is nothing is ready-made. Over to you, Arshad.
Thank you so much, Diti and Jesse. And thank you, Asha Nizam, for giving her a topic. Ladies and gentlemen, this is how we conclude our sessions, or make these sessions successful today. Our topics master was Smriti. She was not available. And then immediately DTM Jesse took over. She has helped this platform many a times. Be the timer, our table topics master, our topics master. Thank you so much, DTM Jesse. Please put your hands together to thank her with thunderous round of applause. Appreciate it, DTM Jesse. With that power vested in me as a host of this very meeting, I adjourn the meeting. Thank you so much for coming, joining today. Stay blessed. Bye-bye.